Hello and welcome to the EXPATTY podcast. We are going to be doing this episodes on our favorite expat, Meghan Markle. And we're just going to be talking about some of the recent news with her. Well, by now it's not so recent because there's already other things that have come up. But we're going to make this in two parts, and we're going to be talking about the recent experience that she had when she was over in Wimbledon, and just kind of giving some insight in our opinion, meaning with my friend JD, about some of her comings and goings as an expat over in Great Britain. So enjoy this podcast in a two-part series, and remember to subscribe and hit the like button and follow all of our future podcast as we talk about expats around the world. Hi, JD. So welcome to the EXPATTY podcast.
Hello.
Hello. So, we talk about everything expats. And one of the things that we're talking about is one of the most famous expats, Meghan Markle, the Duchess of...
what is she? What's her title?
Is
that her title?
Yeah, that's her. So tell me, what are your thoughts so far? We've seen there's been a lot of controversy with her in England. There were rumors about her not really being pregnant. There were rumors. Did you see what happened at Wimbledon when she went to Wimbledon?
No.
You didn't see that? Girlfriend went up there to the Wimbledon and had everybody cleared out from the section that she was to be sitting in because she didn't want people sitting around her. So like the whole area was like all these empty seats, and then people like in the other seats. For real. Okay, look, you were in a foreign country. I know you're a duchess, but Kate Middleton has been sitting up there amongst the common folk, and you.
Right.
I mean, that looks so bad.
Yeah.
Diva-like, right?
Yeah.
And that's just so wrong to do. And then not only that, but check this out. There was a guy who was in front of her. He was taking a selfie.
Uh-huh.
But they thought he was taking a picture of her. The camera was like right in her face.
Right.
Her security guards came up and said, please do not take pictures of the Duchess because she is here in a private capacity. Come to find out, the dude was taking a selfie. Now, how stupid did you feel?
That's why I don't follow these people.
It's so wrong.
So.
And then, check this out. Then there was a lady who used to be, I think she was a reporter or journalist. She was taking pictures of Serena Williams on the court, and the security guy came over and told her the same thing. The lady was baffled, like, what are you talking about? I'm not taking pictures of her. I'm taking pictures of Serena.
Right.
So you got all the seats cleared out because you don't want to be around folk.
And then
you think people taking pictures of you, and they ain't.
Right.
I mean, come on now. And then you got people saying, oh, everybody's racist. It's not about racist. It's about checking your diva attitude. For real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but now she's in that arena. She travels in those circles now. She probably already had an ego from the get-go. Now this just exemplified. Now it's like being like it exploded. Yeah. This is a case of the ego is out of control. And entitlement. So now, some people don't handle that very well anyway.
Right.
Some people get a little power and prestige, and they just completely goes to their head. And that's what happened. She can't handle it. That's a sign of no class.
That's an interesting point you bring out.
Yeah, because it is. No class. If you had class, you'd be like, okay, I'm going to sit with, just like you were saying, Kate Middleton will sit with the commoners, the regular people. She doesn't have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
But now here comes Meghan. All of a sudden, you too good to sit around, folks? What happened before you left? She was here in Hollywood, wasn't she?
She was in Canada. She was on that television show, Suits.
Oh, she was. Is she Canadian?
No, she was just filming up there for the show.
So, now she's, yeah.
I just think it's just so, like, I understand you're a duchess and you got all these privileges now, but you're not only that, but you're representing
Who?
American culture in this foreign country. And
Well,
having that kind of attitude is just so wrong. And people, I don't care if you are saying it's because people are racist, check yourself, because it ain't got nothing to do with race. You can't be pulling the race card on this when you got an attitude problem.
well, see, Americans are an entitled brew anyway.
Yeah, that's
Americans.
part of the problem.
This is why the French say Americans are rude. They don't like Americans because Americans are rude. Because they are. You go over to somebody else's country and you expect them to conduct themselves the way you would in your own country. And learn the language. Learn how to say bonjour. Learn something. Learn a little bit. They'll respect you better if you make an effort to respect their culture. We go over there and expect them to respect our culture, and we don't even respect theirs.
Because
You know,
we're brought up
we're
like we're
entitled,
the free
entitled. We're the
right?
leader, the greatest country in the world, blah, blah. So, that's how Americans think. We're going to go
Yeah,
over there and not even try to acclimate to, their surroundings.
yeah.
We were talking about that last time. When you travel to someone else's country, try to acclimate. You're not going to live there, but just try to learn a little bit or try to learn. Get you a book. I'm going to travel to XYZ. I'm going to get a book on XYZ town.
Right. And
I'm
that's
going to learn the customs, learn what I should and should not do, how I should conduct myself in someone else's home. It's like if you go to somebody's house. If I go to my house and conduct myself the way I would in my own house,
yeah.
I'm going
And
to come
that's
with
not
my
what she's doing. She's not doing that at all because she feels like
entitled.
And it's just a lot of things about her and this royal family are really going downhill, and I don't know how she's ever going to recover from it.
We need to think of all of ourselves as ambassadors to another country. We may not have the title, but let's act as such. Let's be respectful. Let's be accommodating.
Even if you are a duchess, be respectful. Don't be going.
Even if you are a commoner, especially if you're a commoner, because then you perpetuate that idea about Americans are rude and uncouth. So now she's in the house, in the big house. Where do they live?
They live. She lives over in Sussex, and the talk. Like, can you imagine? Like, what is it like for her being around the royal family like all the time? Like, they ain't hanging out, having fun, like having good time. I mean, she's with the stuffiest of the stuffiest and privileged, entitled, upper stiff lip people.
Right.
I mean, like, can you imagine what it's like, her day-to-day life?
It's very difficult. So she's probably over there at the dinner table going, and the queen is like, oh, wait.
No, but don't do that, Megan. You can't do that. You have to use your napkin, and you've got to be a little bit more ladylike.
Like a lady.
Like a lady. Yes,
It's like, Harry, what is your wife doing? What is your wife doing? Stop it. Don't do that.
It's like, I just, that's probably why she's turning out. Because she can't be herself. She's just like turning up. She's rebelling. She's rebelling.
That's a good analogy. That's a good, yep, yeah, exactly.
Really
that's a good observation.
Yeah. So it's like the only way that she can kind of handle the pressure is to just have this kind of an attitude. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Well,
the regular circumstances just ain't working for me right now.
It's just like a relationship. You get into a relationship, you put on your best foot forward. You ladies put on all the makeups on it, and the guys are all on their best behavior, and so are the girls. Y'all, for the first 6 months, nobody wants to do anything that offends anybody because everybody wants to be on their best behavior. You don't want to look bad. But then after that 6-month period, you're like, you get tired of it. And the real you starts to come out because you're tired of acting. You're tired of putting on fronts for your significant other. Now you're like just being you. And so your significant other is like, you've changed. And you're like, no, you haven't really changed. You're just reverting back to who you really are. Yeah. And now the other person is starting to see who you really are.
Yeah.
And all those little quirks ain't cute. That ain't cute.
Well, that will do it for this episode of EXPATTY Part 1. As we talk about the famous expat Meghan Markle. Catch us for part 2 as we conclude our dissection of Meghan Markle's royal expat life. Bye bye.